Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Gemini for the month of May 2023. So welcome Gemini. We are in the sign of Taurus. The element is earth, so very grounding this month. And you are in your 12th house. 12th house is where we sort of go underground for a month or to ourselves. It's the house of secrets. It's where we it's a time of the year where we reflect really on what's gone on. Especially it's a time of, 12th house is the time where a lot of psychic activity happens, whether in dreams or in waking hours. Connections are made, or events of the past, perhaps not so pleasant, surface to be dealt with properly. Can be a grieving too for those grieving. Can bring connections to the other world, the spirit world, and it very much is the house of the spirits this time. Your energy is the 10 of coins. So very much a card of stability, financial stability, inheritance as well, money coming through from inheritance. But in general, it's just a card of basic stability in terms of your material life here on earth. But it's excellent. Where you are right now, Hierophant, and he is the boss of Taurus. So the Hierophant is your moral compass. So very fitting that he's where you are right now, very much moral compass, how you feel about things, your faith in whatever you believe in, what is your faith. It's quite a religious card, obviously, because the Hierophant, is indeed a high priest in the old mythology of the tarot. He's the one, but I believe we have our own moral compasses for what we know is right and wrong. So this can be a very fantastic time for you to sort of really trawl through all those belief systems that you have. And they'll be very poignant in this 4 weeks, so well done. That's a nice card to have. And challenging at times too, but never mind. It's a major card, so it's a major time for you, Gemini, so don't worry if you don't feel like being extra social this month. The reason why is the 12th house. The influencer card, which influences the Hierophant and the rest of the reading, is the Queen of Swords. So your Queen, very much a clarity coming through here. What you want, what you don't want in your life, who you want in your life, who you don't want. Those people that you've sort of, in this 4 weeks that you just feel like, oh look, I'm sick and tired of that person, or they're not sort of adding value to my life, so therefore we'll just not cut them out, but just sort of recognise what they contribute and what you contribute there, and whether it's worth your energy or not. And that is the Queen of Swords. She can also be quite bitter and matter of fact to the point where you just think, oh, that's harsh, but that's her. And she's your queen, so she's the queen of all the air signs, so the Geminis, the Aquarians and the Librans. But just think clarity and getting clarity. So clarity obviously is going to come through very strongly this month for you, and with the Hierophant of your moral compass. Let's have a look at March, April, and see what was going on in the background. You had the Ace of Wands, so very much at high voltage energy coming in, lots of energy. Getting a lot of things done, having the energy also to get these things done. Can be also fertility coming through there too, Gemini, which brings a different slant on things for everybody in the environment around you, but very much a very positive, fast-moving, energetic card. So, you know, you've had that in the time of Aries, and funnily enough, it's a card associated highly with Aries, and now we're coming into Earth and your 12th house. So, recent influences. If it looks too good to be true, Gemini, it probably is. So just be careful of seeing things, you know, with rose-coloured glasses, and or meeting somebody that you think, oh wow, you know, that person's amazing, oh this is, everything's fabulous, I couldn't believe it. But all that glitters is not gold. So just be really mindful, especially this month, if someone comes through or that emotional connection comes through where it seems almost too good to be true. Offers coming through as well, I would just, you know, put it on hold until we get into your sign in 4 weeks' time, which is Gemini and your first house, so then you can really sort of move forward. But I'd just be quite cautious about sort of getting involved in anything emotional that comes through that might be too good to be true, because it will be. The lesson you're learning, you will learn. Good old 10 of Cups, so very much the facade, things are not what they seem. It's like a beautiful family portrait on the wall or on the mantelpiece, and everyone looks happy, but are they really? It's a time, I guess, with the 10 of Cups of really sort of looking into things with using your intuition to know that not everybody, some people think, oh, they've got a fabulous life, and this is not true. It may seem so on the surface, but behind the surface, just like all the rest of us, just going through the ups and downs of life and learning our lessons as we do, sometimes great, sometimes not so great. But yeah, just really sort of digging beneath the surface here emotionally. This month will be very beneficial for you, Gemini, and this is good. It's kind of a slower time for you, which is a good thing, because you're usually very energetic beings, very fast moving beings. Near future, and we have the Ace of Swords, so clarity coming in, cutting through all, getting rid of everything, that the dead wood that doesn't, you know, it's there, just get rid of it. Use the big sword to sort of scythe out anything that's not really of use to you mentally or otherwise in your life. Just get rid of it, and you will have this clarity, especially after a difficult time too. This card can be a really great welcoming card to think, yeah, well, I've sort of gotten rid of a lot of old stuff that was just hanging around, or, you know, relationships that were no longer serving purpose for one reason or another. Sorting it all out. It's a bit like a spring cleaning card, but especially after a difficult time, this card comes in and sort of, we can sort of get that clarity of what it all meant. What was the meaning of all that difficulty? As you know, it's just passage of time. It's just a short time that these things occur, and we come to the end of it and we get clarity, hopefully. What's happening that you're not realising? Yeah, standing on the outside looking in, so you will feel like this, and just remind yourself this: in the 4 weeks you mightn't feel so social. You might just want to just be on your own and do your own thing, sort through your own stuff in whatever way that you do that, whether you meditate or you just do lots of swimming or lots of sort of activities on your own. That is what is meant to happen in the 12th house. So don't be alarmed if you find yourself sort of isolating a little bit more. How others see you. The Emperor, the top of your game. So the Emperor is a very powerful card. It's about getting to where you want to get to in life, sort of reaching the top. Very much about control. A lot of effort being put in, a lot of discipline as well. And this is how people see you, because you've become successful. But in becoming successful, it entailed a lot of hard work and, you know, effort being put in, and discipline and strategy, all those different things that we learn, you know, when we sort of aim or are ambitious to reach a goal. You realise that it does pull in on a lot of aspects that we have to sort of really be very diligent about to get to where we want to go. It's not a given. So that's how people see you. Also, it could mean a person coming into who could be a bit controlling there. So just watch that, and that could relate to this Seven of Cups with the too good to be true sort of energy. So keep your eye on that as well. Positive feelings, and there's a bit of deceit and jealousy there as well. So you know that's going on because it's your positive feeling. That's fine. Just be aware of it. There could be people around you and you know exactly who they are. It could even be this Empress sort of energy that people have gone, oh, you know, we're a bit jealous of that little Gemini person, but that person's done a lot to get to where they are. But yeah, that does engender jealousy and deceit from those around us, especially in terms of emotionally and work sort of thing. That's where things can be. Jealousy can rear its ugly head, or deceit can sort of be working itself around there. So you know that's happening anyway. But then also it could be you deceiving yourself. So just look at your own motives, or how you want to get somewhere, and you know that you know it's always it's a long road to get to be successful, and you can't take shortcuts really, because you'll end up just where you started. Interesting. The final outcome we have, and the karmic debt gets paid off. So there you go, brilliant card. So by the time you come out of your 12th house, you will have wiped all your karmic debt free. So anyone that you owed something to, or any jealous parties, or your own sort of self and looking at things that we don't want to look at, will be sort of erased by this card. So it's a really wonderful way to finish off this 12th house 4 weeks for you. So you will get a brand new slate of karmic energy coming in by the time we reach your birthday time in 4 weeks time. Your message is Dharma. Dharma can only be learnt by direct experience. It educates the heart and liberates the mind. Dharma, or divine wisdom, is a heart and mind system of learning. With your heart open, you can be aware of universal truths amidst your struggle and suffering. It gives you the power to turn experiences around, knowing that there's a purpose to your life that is gently unfolding. What a beautiful card to get in your 12th house. Thanks so much for listening, Gemini. I wish you a nice, calm, chilled out 12th house time.